Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
First down, here's White. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Now he steps away. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and, in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. (14-0) the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they're facing a very tough 3rd and 11.
Mike spot 9. Mike spot 9. 9 here. 630. Hey, orbit. 59. 59. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. 6 guys. Great.
On second down, they'll run with White. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5.
Great. Check.
Now it's Newton. He's going to look deep, and this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's go.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where it would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10.
Check. Going right. Check.
This is Jones. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Right now, you got 58.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And inches at the 36-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. The carry here for the big tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Get ready, get ready, get
2
ready.
yards on the play. And a Panther first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, defense.
From the gun, here's Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Carolina.
Here we go, here we go. 180. 44. I want that. Give me that.
They'll run with White. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Stay with your man.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton, he'll buy some time right. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Gun. 44's mine. Check.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line.
First down, Panthers.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Rashawn Gary, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. 3rd and long, it's Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40, the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers.
That's caught at the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Gano the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
Remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
He's top right here. Tell him to right. Tell him to right. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Black one. Safety's creeping.
Now it's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in the field goal range. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's Ross Cockrell that time that made the tackle. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Check. No chance. 44.
On second and very short, Newton. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Stays on his feet. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ready. 4th and 3. Check. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
All day, defense, all day.
Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And Godot's kick is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Check 13.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confident.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. K1 short. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
And 3 at the 46-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, Newton. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 56 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead.